And Shalom Akim. I want to start off by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem, Kakwadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth, and salutations and peace to the Akim that's pushing his word to the four corners of the earth. And today I'm going to start off in the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1, and it read, "Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities." And iniquities is sin on top of sin. And that's why we telling you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to repent. Judgment Day, is nearer than we believe. And this is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." Verse 11. "In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was one of them." And to be clear, Esau was Jacob's brother, and the foreigners, which is the other nations, outside of Israel, you had us in captivity too. That's why the Most High likened you unto the nation of Edom. This is verse 15. That's why he said this: "For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head." And the Most High, he's a righteous God. It wouldn't be fair if we can't do to y'all what y'all did to us. But jumping back to Amos chapter 3, verse 6. "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord has not done it?" And that's what's happening now. A trumpet being blown in the city. You got uprisings, you got wars, you got rumors of wars, you got forest fires, animals dying, you got all type of stuff, what's going on. And that's why the people are afraid, and but there is gonna be greater evils, to come. This is going back to the book of Job, chapter 4, verse 7. "Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off?" And only Israelites, could be righteous. You so-called Native American Indians, you Latinos, you Negroes, But all you other nations, outside of Israel, you exempt for righteousness, So there's no hope for you. Basically, it's over with for you. Verse 8. "Even as I have seen they that plow iniquity," and iniquity is sin on top of sin, "and sow wickedness reap the same thing." Well, Salakia, reap the same. So we're gonna jump down to verse 9. "By the blast of the Most High they perish, and by the breath of his nostrils are they consumed." And by the breath of his nostrils, is meaning basically, his judgment. So we're gonna go to 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 9. "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob it's the beginning of it that follows. Right. So right now you're seeing a shift in power, but you got to spiritually have eyes and ears, to see it come, the see and hear what's going on. Because Esau, he's coming down with great wrath, knowing that he only have a short time to rule. So he coming with his new world order. But that ain't gonna succeed. And the Lord's disciples, they was wanted to know when those times was coming. What should they look for? And he said to them in the book of Luke, chapter 29. Slakia. In the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 9. But when ye shall hear wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Going to verse 10. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nations, and kingdom against kingdom. Right. So you got these wars that's going on. They rising up against each other. And on the 20th of this month, January, they supposed to be doing something with the Second Amendment. Supposed to be taking the people in Virginia. They supposed to be taking away their firearms. Hopefully that lead to some, lead to something big. This is verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. This is verse 12. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. Right. That's why they put out the Yahweh Shah is coming back sign over there in California. They trying to persecute us for his name's sake. Jumping to verse 16. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. Right. So your family and friends, they're gonna stitch on you. They're gonna cause you to be killed in these churches and these FEMA camps. But some of us know we're gonna die in this truth. But for the most part, the rest is gonna get delivered. So judgment is coming. Great judgment is coming. Death is coming. Great death is coming. More judgment, more death. Death and more death. So Lord's willing, this was edifying. And I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth and sincerity. And to the Akim, Shalom.